Do you ever talk about going 50 miles per hour? Have you ever figured how much something costs given the unit price? You've used ratios and proportions. My name is Camry Sievers, and today we are going to discuss proportions. So the first thing we are going to do today is do a little pre-assessment, and I'm going to ask you guys a couple of questions about ratios. So what is a ratio? Does anybody remember? A ratio is a way we can compare two numbers. What do two numbers in a ratio represent? They represent two quantities that are being compared to one another. Here's an example of a ratio, 1 teacher to 5 children. And then another example is 3 red tiles to 4 blue tiles. Now we are going to talk about proportions, and I'm going to do a little word problem with y'all. So at basketball practice, Casey made 27 out of 45 free throws attempted, and Olivia made 24 of 40 attempts. Which player appears to be the better foul shot shooter? So the first thing we are going to do is write down Casey and Olivia's ratio of shots made to shots attempted. So Casey's ratio of shots made to shots is 27 over 45, which can be simplified to 3 over 5. Olivia's ratio is 24 over 40, which can also be simplified to 3 over 5. And as you can see, 27 over 45, 24 over 40, and 3 over 5 are equivalent fractions. These ratios suggest that the two girls are equally skilled at shooting foul shots. The equality of two ratios is called a proportion. So now we are going to talk about determining proportions. In each of these equations, we have to determine x so that the equality is a proportion. The first problem that we're going to do together is 28 over 49 equals x over 21. The first step that we have to do is cross multiply. So we do 28 times 21 equals 49 times x. 28 times 21 is equal to 588, and then we drop the 49x down with it. The next step is to divide. We have to divide 588 by 49x, which equals 12. So that means that x equals 12. And our next problem is a little bit more difficult because we're using decimals, but it's still not very hard. So we have 2.11 over 3.49 equals 1.7 over x. Again, the first thing that we have to do is cross multiply. So we would do 2.11 times x equals 1.7 times 3.49. So 2.11 times x is still 2.11x, and then 1.7 times 3.49 is 5.933. Then we divide 5.933 over 2.11x is equal to 2.81. So that means x is equal to 2.81. Conclusion. Now you guys have learned a little bit about proportional reasoning. I hope everyone has had fun learning today. Now Alexis is going to talk to you guys about applications of proportional reasoning. Happy holidays!